And most times we're out of materials and we have to just wait doing nothing until those materials come to sight. That is when we work. And in the middle of all these things, this client is also mounting pressure. Oh God, do this thing. There's no time. I need to travel back. Come on, you can't travel. Leave us to do our job. Because all the environment, the whole condition is not favorable for us. We are at the loss. So don't add pressure to it. A lot of things were just off, and I wasn't able to find out these things ab initio, because had it been I knew all these things, I would have found a way around it before the job started. Now, this was my breaking point. One evening, after we had waited hours for materials to come from Owerri, I sat down and I thought over all these things. And I was like, no, this project is not worth our lives. It's not worth the stress. And this project took me away from my environment where I can visit 2, 3 sites in a day and make some money. So for the first time in my 15 years of work, I had to walk away. Not because I couldn't build it, but because that project didn't worth our lives and peace. I learned 7 things from that experience. One, location matters. Two, always inspect the community where you are going to work. Three, find out if there are laborers there, if the labor is easily affordable there. Four, I always add transportation and contingencies in every project I'm quoting for. Five, I make sure that my client provides a very comfortable accommodation for me and my workers. Or I go as far as adding it to my bill of quantity. That is when the client says he doesn't have a place. Six, I always make sure that the environment where we are going to work is safe. Now, recently, one of the projects I was vying for, my clients reached out to me and told me that they were trying to settle some family issues. That, but we can come. I told him, no, we don't have to interfere. Make sure that it is sorted out before we can come. I cannot risk my life or that of my workers, our safety, because we want to start up something and then, watch others or the other party get weak. No, go and sort it out before I can involve my workers. We must work in a peaceful environment. Then the seventh one is whenever a project starts threatening my life, I will walk away. Now, someone might say, why didn't you do all these things before starting up the project? See, in life, truth be told, most things are learned by experience. Experience is always the best teacher. Yeah. I learned some things the hard way. That is why I'm making this video, so that young builders will not make the same mistakes I made. If you like this and you want more of these construction lessons, hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, I am Promise. See you on the next one. Bye.